My in-laws just moved into a new house and it's really great, except there is one room that they're using as an office that has a really big window that is facing east, which means the sun rises and it just bakes that room. So thankfully, SmartWings, who makes smart shades, reached out and asked if I wanted to work with them, and this was a perfect opportunity for that room. So I have seen SmartWings all over YouTube. They have worked with a lot of the creators that I've watched. So as soon as I saw them reach out to me, I was like, yes, please, I want to work with you. So they had the dimensions. This window was huge, super long and super tall. Other companies I've talked to, they don't have enough length because these windows are like, I don't know, 8 feet tall, 9 feet tall, very, very tall. So SmartWings, they had it perfectly the right size and everything that I needed for this window, which was very, very perfect. So let's go over why do people need smart shades and what are the benefits of having it? So I have smart shades in my own home and I absolutely love them. They're not cheap, but they're definitely a luxury. So if you can afford to get smart shades, if you're gonna replace your shades anyway, might as well pay a little bit extra and get the smart shades because they are 100% worth it. I have them throughout my whole house and there's just something about every evening they close and I don't even have to go around the house closing windows. And in the morning, before I wake up in the morning, they open up and just let the natural light in. And it just saves me time. I don't have to think about it and they just work really, really well. I love it that when I want to take a nap in the living room, I can just lay down on the couch and remember, oh, one of my shades is open. Pull out my phone and then I can just close them and it gets pretty dark with all the smart shades that I have in my house. So it is very convenient having the automations and you can have them at certain times of day to close and open, depends on where the sun is and the direction your house is facing. So you can actually just save on your electricity bill because you can close certain shades based on if the sun would be cooking that room at a certain point in time. And you can do that all within your smart home. It doesn't matter if you have Google, Amazon, Apple, Home Assistant. Most of these shades work with a Matter protocol, which means it works with everything. So for me personally, I use Matter over Thread. I use HomeKit, Apple HomeKit on the front end, and I use Home Assistant on the back end. So Thread is a protocol like Zigbee that makes its own mesh system and it will connect via that. But for Apple, you need a HomePod Mini or an Apple TV to be the hub. If you're Amazon or Google, you need one of their devices with a Thread border router. But for my in-laws, they decided to go Zigbee because they have Home Assistant at their home and it has a Zigbee adapter. So that way they just use Zigbee and it works really well. But 99% of the time, besides for the automations, when I mess with the smart shades, I actually use the remote. If you're just sitting on the couch and you realize you need to control the shades, it's actually simpler. If the remote is right there, just pick up the remote and close the shades. So I love having a physical way to use the shades. I love having an automated way where it just does it on its own. But then I can also use my voice assistant and just tell it to close the shades, open the shades to 50%, 100%, whatever I need. And it's really good. So for the actual install of the SmartWings shades, I ended up doing most of the work by myself and it was not that difficult. For me, I'm really bad at this, but I like to measure once, cut twice, which is not good. Make sure you are measuring twice and cut once with the drilling. But the brackets that come with it are super simple. They've got a little spring inside them. So you can just mount the brackets, make sure they're all straight. And SmartWings actually gave me a paper template that I could stick up there beforehand. So I knew I was drilling everything straightforward and had it all aligned and everything, which is just great. A lot of other smart shades companies that I've worked with don't really give you a template. So you just have to kind of measure things and wing it. So put up the template, you drill your holes, and once those 3 brackets were installed, all you have to do is lift up the shades and they snap into place. And that's that. So what I love about these companies with smart shades is on their website, they ask you for the measurements. So you give them the measurements and it will ship it to you exactly correct. There are some that you can adjust it live. I know there's some companies that you can cut it down, but nope. SmartWings, it comes as it should. You install it, and when you lower it, it goes exactly to the length that you said that your window is. So Once you have it installed, there's no finagling. The remote was automatically connected, which was great. Connecting it to the Zigbee hub, the Home Assistant was very, very simple. There was, for Home Assistant, where it was a little backwards, where going up, it put it down, and when it down, put it up. But the instructions told you how to fix that, like they expected that. So I think that's more of a Zigbee issue, not a SmartWings shades issue. And it said in the instructions, there was a certain key command on the remote, and then you click a button on the shades themselves, and it fixed it. So once you realize that happens and you know to look for it, again, it's in the instructions. It's like the next step is make sure it works for Home Assistant. And again, they had a section for Home Assistant in the instructions. A lot of companies used to work with everything else, and Home Assistant was kind of a jerry-rig how to get it into your smart home. Now, companies are realizing Home Assistant is so powerful and people want to use Home Assistant and they love it. So now they're actually advertising that this works with Home Assistant and they have it in their instructions, which is phenomenal. So thank you, SmartWings, for doing that. So overall, really easy install. I did opt for the solar panel so that it will charge. Since it's so high up, if it ran out of battery, it'd be very inconvenient to get on a ladder and plug it into USB-C. If someone doesn't want to use a solar panel, they could just wire it, have it permanently plugged into USB-C, or they have a permanent plug-in method. I went with solar panel for a cleaner design, and the sun is right there, so might as well get that free charging. And then there's instructions, there's the hardware, there's the shades themselves. They give you everything, and it works out really, really well. My in-laws are extremely happy with it, and what was really cool is that room had no curtains, no nothing. So it was a very bright room. When we closed the shades, it got really dark in there, which is fantastic. So that room is going to be a lot cooler. It's going to be, the privacy is now, 100%. You can now, it's just great. So I highly recommend SmartWings shades. It was a very easy install. The only thing about smart shades is the price, and it is a luxury item, but if you can justify it, if you're already going to replace your window shades, I would say just go and get smart ones because they have so many benefits and it just feels so luxury, and I love it. If I bought a new house, I would be really missing my smart shades until I got more. So thank you, SmartWings, for sending me these shades and allowing me to give them to my in-laws. They absolutely love them. And thank you to everyone else for getting to this point in the video. I greatly do appreciate it. If you're not following, make sure you are. I post a whole bunch of gaming, smart home, Apple, just technology topics, a lot of shorts. I love short form content. But yeah, if you're not following, make sure you are, and I will see you in the next video.